Political temperatures in the country are becoming very hot by the day, and the players are always the same. The political class does not want to give us any space. They want to keep us very busy at a time when they're supposed to be working for us, at a time when Kenyans are working very hard to maintain their offices, their secretariat, their security, and I keep on mentioning this, that they are playing with hard-earned cash or hard-earned taxpayers' money. And the theatric that has really grabbed headlines is the fact that there are rumors that certain wing of the UDA wants to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, the deputy. And this wing is the wing that is aligned to President William Samoei Ruto. And so we are in a divided house. There are children who are aligned to the father and others are aligned to the mother at a time when they're seeking a divorce. Now, we have been informed of a night meeting that took place in one of the cabinet secretary nominees. And in that meeting, some members of parliament signed because they wanted to get signatories to reach a threshold of now impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. And even as we speak, I believe that someone is plotting to take this motion to the floor of the National Assembly. When you ask me, all this is theatrics, and it caught the attention of some of the Mount Kenya leaders. First of all, it was the Nyeri governor, Mutahi Kahiga, the mouthpiece of Rigathi Gachagua, and a man who is a very strong supporter of Rigathi Gachagua, who has always maintained that they gave William Ruto over 3 million, 3.5, they say 3.5 to 4 million votes, and the votes must be respected. That the respect that they give Rigathi Gachagua must be commensurate to the votes that they gave William Samoei Ruto. Now, yesterday, leaders led by the Kirinyaga women rep also weighed in this debate, and she promised that they will not allow anyone to impeach Rigathi Gachagua if that motion is brought to the floor of the House. And she went further and said that should that motion be brought into the floor of the House, then she will mention what she calls the list of shame. The list or the names of the people who attended that night meeting and resolved that they want to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Kindly listen to Kirinyaga women rep.
Sisi tunaunga naibu wa rais mkono ambaye ni Rigiji akiwa mkubwa wetu wa mlima, na wale wako nafikiria ya kwamba wao wataenda impeach ama kumuondoa mamlakani. Sisi hatuko na wao, hiyo ni mambo yao kibinafsi.
Tumesema hakuna impeachment, hiyo msahau. Na tunawaambia tuko hapa Kirinyaga, hii si finance bill. Kuchokoza Rigathi, mtajua umechokoza watu wa Kirinyaga. Na sisi tutapambana na nyinyi kwa sababu miaka ni 2, si utatukuta hapa. Chokoza huko kabisa, chokoza kabisa, utatupata hapa tu nyumbani. Na MP wa kwangu Kisimu hatujakupatia permission. Hata tunakuambia kama watu wa Gachagua hakuna uchokozi, wewe simama nyuma ya Rigathi na president, na hakuna uchokozi ama kufikiria unaweza impeach Rigathi wa Gachagua.
Tumesikia kuna wale ambao wanafanya mikutano usiku eti wanataka kuleta impeachment motion ya Rigathi Gachagua. Tuambia kwamba sisi tunaonea 18. Tuambia kwamba sisi ni watu werevu. Na ikija pale bunge nikirudi nikiona hiyo list nitawasoma kwa majina wale ambao wamesign hiyo motion. Kiongozi yeyote ambaye amechaguliwa hapa Mount Kenya. Manake watu wamekuwa wabinafsi.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to request you to subscribe to our channel if you are watching us for the first time. Please click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you. Give this video likes. When you give the video likes, it goes a long way in promoting the video, and thank you very much for your support to this channel. Now, I'm one person who doesn't buy this story, this narrative that is being given to us, that William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua have fallen out, and therefore, Rigathi needs to be impeached. If you ask me, I wanted Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto to stay, because I remember when William Ruto chose Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate, there are people who kind of play the same, they have the same personality, very aggressive and abrasive at the same time. And experts watched and saw this, and they were asked, will you be able to hold? Will the center hold? And they promised. And I remember William Ruto said that he had learned from the experience that he went through in their tenure with Uhuru Kenyatta, and therefore he was not going to frustrate his deputy. The deputy reiterated the same sentiments and said that he's had a background of working in the administrative system where his rallying call will always be yes sir, yes sir. And he said they would have so much to deliver to Kenyans that they would not even have time for all these political altercations like it happened during Uhuru and Ruto. And so they were bragging and chest thumping, and I wanted them to go to the fullest length. No one should have gone to help them. We are now being told that Gachagua needs to be impeached. Number one, that he opposed to the Finance Bill 2024. And it is said that maybe said it in the cabinet. Now, if those are the grounds of impeaching Gachagua, then Kenyans will support Gachagua. The Finance Bill 2024 was never wanted. If they want to impeach him because he was opposing the Finance Bill 2024, that is not sabotage, because William Ruto himself later abandoned the Finance Bill 2024. Even the Finance Bill 2023 that they rallied behind has been nullified by the courts. So if there is any other reason why they want to bring this impeachment motion, let it be something tangible, not that Gachagua, opposed to the Finance Bill 2024. Number two, and I will be telling you why I don't think we should buy into this. Number two, Gachagua has been saying that this is a shareholders company. And people have always, attacked Gachagua because of this. What is the difference between what Gachagua is saying and what William Ruto is practicing? Because if you look at the appointments of maybe principal secretaries, you look at the cabinet secretaries, you look at the parastatal heads, you will realize that William Ruto has appointed majority of the members from his tribe, even in the energy sector, except for now that Chirchir has been swapped and Wandai would be taking over. That section was full of Kalenjins. And so there is nothing new that Rigathi Gachagua is talking about that should be taken out of context. Rigathi is facing the reality. He's saying this is a shareholders company. Whatever he's saying is what William Ruto has put into practice. If anything, actions speak louder than words. So if there is one person who should be impeached for not only for not saying it but practicing the shareholders narrative, is William Samoei Ruto, because that is exactly what he's doing. And therefore, you cannot tell me that you want to impeach Rigathi Gachagua maybe because of the shareholders thing. That narrative is what they're practicing. This has been used as a justification to end, frustrate, and thwart Gen Z's protest. When this narrative was brought that, Gachagua was planning to sabotage William Ruto and maybe to impeach, that is why we have senior members from his office that are being investigated, and the target is Rigathi Gachagua. So while that narrative, it could be true, because I'm not privy to what has been happening in the government. Of course, we saw goons invading and infiltrating Gen Z's protest. And therefore, it could be true that maybe they were planning to topple. But if you ask me, I do not care. Because these people were working together. And this is the narrative that has been used like a stroke of a pen to ensure that the Gen Z's protests were thwarted. Because one looks at it and says, because I've had this discussion from some quarters, that so this guy wanted to topple Ruto's government. And so because of he's been talking about the shareholders narrative, if Ruto goes, then who remains in power? And they say, who is the lesser devil here? They say afadhali Ruto. Why? Because Gachagua seems to be very outspoken about what he believes in. William Ruto is very cunning. He would even pretend that he's smiling and all that. Gachagua is a man who will not pretend when things are bad. You remember when he boycotted over more than 5 state functions and switched off his phone we were told because he was denied a military chopper. So people say afadhali William Ruto, but I don't like this thing because it has been used to frustrate Gen Z's demonstrations. Number 4, it is used as a sideshow to ensure that we forget the real issues that are bedeviling the country. You know, as we speak, the court nullified the Finance Bill 2023. The new NHIF, I don't know which it's called, I understand, has also been nullified. The Finance Bill 2024 was also removed by William Samoei Ruto. We have cabinet vetting that ended today. Corruption and wastage are things that we need to deal with. But you've realized that people are focusing on the fight between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, and they are enjoying it. Someone like Ruto is really enjoying it because it makes people forget about the real issues. And so when you tell me that someone wants to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, we do not want to be part of this war. We were never there when they started it. So why should we be part of it when they're in the middle or when it's ending? Let them fight. I mean, you were not in the meeting where we were told that Kithure Kindiki was to be the running mate, and William Ruto, in his wisdom, chose Rigathi Gachagua. We've had a lot of stories. Why should we be sympathizing with William Ruto now? He chose Rigathi Gachagua. They conducted a very shambolic election. Why is it that we have sanitized William Ruto all of a sudden? Is it because of the appointments of some 4 ODM members? What is it that makes us sanitize William Samoei Ruto? Kenyans forget, and we forget very fast. I agree that William Ruto is a lesser devil, but this must not be used to sanitize him as if he's now the impeccable angel that ever came to town. And I repeat that we do not want to get into these theatrics. How will impeaching Gachagua benefit you and I? How is it going to be beneficial to the country? Because I've told you that William Ruto is practicing shareholding narrative while Gachagua is talking about it. As long as it is an exercise that is not going to benefit the common man, as long as it is an exercise that is not going to end corruption, then there is no need. Because now they have created a narrative that, like the one that was running, that when Raila shook hands with Uhuru, they were punishing William Ruto, and for close to 5 years, some people were given a kind of a feel-good situation, and we waited that we had the deep state, and you know what the deep state did. This kind of feel-good moment is nothing but a theatrics. As long as it is not helping you and I, impeaching Gachagua is not adding any value to the common man. And as always, I've told you that we need to take time to kick out all these politicians because they don't benefit us. They love themselves and their families and their friends. You come fifth in that hierarchy. I don't know what to think, but that is my take.